Well, guys, it's Thursday. This is my third video in one day. So you guys are getting a special treat today. Got my buddy Cole with me. We're going for a walk. We just got back from seeing a movie. We went to go see Avatar. It was a good movie. It was really good. Special effects and the picture quality was nice. I saw it in 3D. So if you go see it, you got to see it in 3D. I really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed it. Very good movie. So, but anyway, earlier I put a video up of me at work. And as you can see, the job is pretty easy. You know, very easy, laid back, not rushed. Just take your time and inspect parts. No big deal. We got off early again today though. That's why I had so much time to get off, get home, go to the movies, and now I'm out here at the park walking Cole. Let him stretch his legs because he's been in the house all day. I actually stopped at Walmart and got him a rotisserie. I'm gonna feed him that when we get back home. So he got a rotisserie waiting for him when we get home. So I didn't want to feed it to him before we went for our walk because I didn't want him to be out here walking around with a full belly. That'd be kind of uncomfortable. I want him to be able to run and enjoy himself, without any discomfort of being all bloated. Because he can eat a whole rotisserie in one setting. I probably won't give him the whole thing though. I'll probably just give him, a couple of legs or whatever, or the hind section and the back and whatever. But I'll give him quite a bit of it. But that's after our walk, so he'll be all right. He got his collar on. I found the remote for his collar, so he's straight. Anyway, Cole did pretty good. He didn't bother that guy. He stayed right with me. But anyway, like I said, I enjoyed that movie. And even though the day was short at work, I had a good day at work. And we finished up what we had to do. And we got on out of there. So it worked out good. And then we went to the movies. And now here we are doing our walk. Saying whatever. I'm not sure how far I'm going to go, but, I'll go until, let Cole, get his, energy burnt off or whatever. And like I said, he's got a rotisserie at home to look forward to. So tomorrow's Friday, and I'm looking forward to the weekend. I stopped at Walmart today because one of my microwaves went out on me. Had to get another white microwave. Not the one in the truck. One in the truck works perfectly fine, but it doesn't get that much use. Yeah, like I was saying, the microwave at home gets a lot more use. I use it almost every day. So it finally wore out. It wasn't that expensive. It was cheap microwave. I would have liked to got another one in the same color. I like that red, but they didn't have any red ones left, so I got a white one. No big deal. It's microwave. It serves its purpose. At least now it matches my refrigerator and my stove, so it worked out good. I still like that red though. I don't know if Cole got a whiff or something. Don't you mess with them damn ducks, Cole. He's probably messing with them ducks. I don't know. He's coming back. Just went back there to check things out, I guess. Probably saw something moving. Good boy. Here he comes. Yeah, so anyway, he doesn't have his vest on because I'm gonna take his vest to the dry cleaners and have him clean it. So one of the days I took him out here walking, he got it all muddy, and so I want to get it cleaned. And I'm afraid to put it in the washing machine. I don't want it to fall apart. It probably won't, but it's pretty rugged. But it might tear my washing machine up. So he's gonna be without a vest for a while. But I mean, it's warm. I think it's 44 degrees today. 44 here in Michigan on January. What's it? January the 19th, I think it is. So it's the middle of January, almost knocking on February's door, and we got 44 degrees. Ducks out there quacking. 44 degrees in January in Michigan. Unreal. So, and they were talking about this being a hard winter, a cold winter, all this stuff and whatever. You know, see, if you don't know what you're talking about, shut up with the predictions. You know, yes, be prepared. Always be prepared. You can't prepare for everything. Just prepare for as much as you can, for whatever you can, you know, whatever. Just, I mean, you can't be specifically prepared, you know, but you can always, you know, you got the necessities you're gonna need. No matter what happens, you're gonna need water. No matter what happens, you're gonna need food. No matter what happens, you're gonna need, you know, electricity, power, and the other comforts of whatever, shelter, you know, alternative means of heating, alternative means of cooling, alternative means of energy or electricity. You know, I mean, that pretty much are the basic things you're gonna need, no matter what kind of disaster happens or what kind of situation comes up. And of course, you're gonna need some means to protect what you got. And that brings us to the topic of the ATF. You know, with the AR-15 and like kind of weapons and whatever that have the stock and whatever. Just about every gun that's like that have stock. I don't have to worry about it because of my financial situation, things are a little tough. I went on ahead and took mine to the pawn shop and had to pawn them. Got quite a little substantial amount of money for them, you know, because you know, when I bought them they were pretty cheap, you know, and now, you know, they're kind of expensive, along with the 30 round magazines. You know, those were really cheap when I got them, but I was able to trade them in for, you know, quite a substantial amount of money because they're trying to ban them and whatever. So, you know, I don't know what's going to happen with that, but at least I don't have to worry about it, you know. So that's that. But if they do ban them, the situation is they want people to register the guns that they have so that they'll know who has them and where they are. Now, let me explain to you. I'm not going to tell you what to do and what not to do, but I'm going to explain to you what's going to happen. Now, you can believe this or you cannot believe it. You can, you know, make preservation because of what I'm about to tell you, or you cannot. You know, it's up to you. Everybody has their own, you know, thing or whatever. But this is the situation. They want these things registered so that they can know where they are. They know that there's millions and millions of weapons out there, and people have them. Some people collect them. There's people that have dozens of them, you know, and they're worth a lot of money. And I'm pretty sure most people aren't going to register their stuff and everything. But if you do register it, if they decide to take all these weapons back or whatever, or confiscate them or whatever, they're going to know who you are, where you live, how many you got. And if they decide to take them, they're going to come to your house, you know, with a SWAT team, knock down your door and take all your weapons, everything you got. You know, not just the ones that, you know, have been banned. They're just going to clean house, take everything you got. Nobody's going to lift a finger because they're going to do it systematically, going from house to house. They're not going to start at one end of the block and work their way to the other end of the block. Oh no, because once they take a couple of people's, weapons, the rest of the neighborhood will probably arm up and come up against them or whatever. And everybody else will join in, and then there'll be a civil war on their hands. No, that's not the way they're going to do it. They're going to be smart about it. They'll systematically go alphabetically or however they want to do it geographically, maybe get one from this side of town, one from the other side of town, one from the other side of town, and take, the people while they're sleeping in the middle of the night, break their door down, come in, confiscate their weapons, and then go to the next person, do the same thing to them, and just work their way through the list of all the registered people until all the registered people that have been stupid enough to register, until they've gotten all the weapons from everybody that has registered. Now the ones that didn't register are the only ones that are going to be left with any kind of defense. So when shit hits the fan, and it probably will at some point, at least they'll have that many that they don't have to worry about. Where did you go, Cole? And when shit hits the fan, and they know shit is going to hit the fan, and the way shit's going to hit the fan is when they take everybody's money, which is coming. At some point, it's going to collapse, and the banks are going to all be shut down, and the money you got in the bank that you're trying to save, or that you got in your little checking account, or your little direct deposit, you're going to go to the bank to get your money, to get your groceries, and it's not going to be there. Bank's going to be closed, and there'll be a lock on the door, and they're just going to be sorry. Banks are on lockdown. You're just going to have to deal with what you got to deal with. And now, some people will have preps and whatever, they'll be able to survive because they'll have food to live off of and everything. But, when people lose their money, they're going to lose their shit, And at that point, the government doesn't want, however million of people there are in the United States that have firearms. They don't want that many people with firearms to be pissed off and their money been robbed and whatever, because they're going to have hell to pay. So they want to get as many guns out of people's hands before they drop that hammer of taking everybody's money, And don't think it won't happen, because once you lose all your money, you pretty much don't have anything left to lose. And at that point, you're going to be ready to pick up a weapon and wreak some havoc on somebody, somewhere, somehow. And they know that, And when that happens, you're going to be looking for your neighbor or the crazy guy that's got 100 guns to share some of his guns, so you can get together and act a fool, because that throwing rocks and bottles with gas in them and stuff like that at the police, that just don't cut it here in the United States. We don't play that. We have guns, That's why there's never been any kind of serious civil unrest and whatever. You got people that do looting. That's not civil unrest. That's just a bunch of idiots taking advantage of a situation. I'm talking about a full-scale, shit hit the fan. You took my money. Somebody's going to pay kind of a situation. And I've got an AR with a bunch of freedom seeds to spread around. That's what's going to happen. And they know that. So they're going to try to get all the weapons they can. So from this day forward, you guys listening to this video, I waited until, a little ways into the video before I started talking about that, because I don't want YouTube to give me any problems. But they can't hurt me because I'm not monetized anyway. So I can say what I want pretty much without them giving me any problems. But from this day forward, do not brag about your firearms. Do not brag about your firearm. The third rule is do not brag about your firearms. Nobody's going to be impressed, and people are going to remember of what you got and how you got them and whatever. And when they decide to do a conversation, I can't even speak. When they decide to take all the guns, they're gonna be looking for people that are gonna snitch on the people that have them. They're like, Billy Bob over here said he would never take his gun, give his guns up. He say you're gonna have to pry it out of his dead hands, you know. And they'll be like, oh, is that so? They say, you know, they're kicking in Billy Bob's door because Billy Bob was an idiot and he got on YouTube, or he was at work bragging about what he got and what he's gonna do. And they came and, you know, ransacked his house and took everything he had and may even kill him or even lock him up. So don't be Billy Bob. Be the smart guy. You know, I'm sorry, I don't have any weapons. If you want to brag about something, brag about, oh, let's say I lost my guns in a fishing accident. Or maybe, yeah, I used to have a nice arsenal or whatever. I know I bragged about it in the past, but, you know, I got quite a pretty penny for it because I had to you know, pawn my stuff, you know, because of a financial situation. Yeah, you can use that one. That sounds good. Yeah, whatever it takes, you know, swallow your pride so that you can live to fight another day. You know, you shouldn't have been bragging about your firearms anyway. You know, like I say, you have the right to bear arms, and but you don't go around brandishing and bragging and whatever. You want to have the upper hand. If people don't know you're armed, they don't know what to deal with when they, you know, break into your house or try and attack you or come after you any other way. Never let your enemy know your defense capabilities. And believe me, you're dealing with an enemy out there. If you don't think so, somebody that's taking almost half your paycheck before you even get it, and you know, making crazy policies and doing, they are your enemy. So, you know, just don't brag about your weapons. Cut it out now. Don't do it. You know, like I say, you lost them in a fishing accident. Whatever it takes. And for God's sake, don't tell everybody. Just like with preps, don't go around bragging about what you got. People aren't going to be impressed. They're not going to look up to you. They're going to be jealous of you because they haven't gotten themselves prepared. And the first thing that's going to come through their minds is when shit hits the fan, I'm coming to your house. And they're not going to be welcome. And if they think you're not going to have any weapons, they're definitely going to come. But you want to be able to surprise them with the sound of a bolt being pulled back, you know. So that's all I got to say about that. So take heed and thanks for watching. And I'll see you on the next one.